morning, we are here in Waking Up, and today we are going to listen to a journalist that is going to explain some things about his career. Felipe, Agustin, and Francisco will going to be with me today. Hello, Mauricio, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Thank you all for the invitation. For me, it's a pleasure to be here answering your questions.
What studies and degrees do you need to be a journalist?
To become a journalist, after my high school, I get into the university. I study at the Catholic University in Montevideo. I study communication. I have a degree in communication, and my focus was on journalism.
From your point of view, which is the most important skill that every journalist must have?
You ask about the skills that a journalist need. I think that that most important skill is curiosity. When you are a journalist, you are always trying to get information about everything. For example, politics, economics, uh, sports, everything. And you have to have the curiosity to get the information, the correct information, and you have to know how to explain that information for the people.
Well, they are basic skills and everyone can work on them to improve, so we encourage everyone to prove this profession.
Can you describe us a typical day in your work?
Talking about my responsibilities and activities nowadays, I am the chief of staff at 180, which is a news website, and I am the director of the online edition of Del Sol, which is a radio in Montevideo. Then I have to. We work as a team. Then the opinion of everyone is important. I have to talk with every people in the staff to decide which news we are going to publish, how we are going to publish it.
Yeah, we can see that it's a very unsimilar and dynamic day.
One of the most asked questions about every profession is how much you can earn by working 8 hours per day. So, which is the average salary of this job?
For me, it's very difficult to talk about a general condition of salaries in journalism in Uruguay because there are many different situations. It depends on if you are working at a radio or if you're working at a TV station or if you're working at a newspaper or at a website. It depends on the hours that you work every day. It depends on the responsibilities that you have. For me, it's very difficult to talk about that number is the salary of journalists in Uruguay.
Outlaw condition and working hours. What is your opinion?
I work 8 hours every day from Monday to Friday. Sometimes I have to work at weekends, but sometimes you have to work more hours because of the news that you are covering, the person that you are talking to, or it depends on several things. But most of the time, I work 8 hours. But in the nature of journalism, there is the condition of the one condition that you don't know sometimes when it would end.
What about your career path and the progression through it?
I started working at a magazine which name was Three. That was a magazine that where I write news. Then I worked there for 5 years. Then I went to El Espectador, where I started working in the online edition of the radio. I worked there for 8 years, and then we have made with a friend of mine, Joel Rosenberg, we founded 180, which is a news website. And last year we started working with Del Sol.
We see that journalism has a lot of ways of expression.
And what is your opinion about journalism being the four powers?
I think that saying that journalism is the fourth power is a very good expression. But I prefer to say that good journalists have a great power. I don't know if it's it the fourth, but I know that has a great power.
Okay, thank you so much for giving answers to all of our questions.
Thank you very much, all of you. Sorry about my English. See you later. For me, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to have this conversation with you. Bye bye.
Okay, thanks to our listeners. We hope that this information will help you in the future. See you tomorrow.